Hello, my beautiful friends. It's very good to see you here. As always, welcome to Olesya and the city. And I feel very holiday spirited today. So I have found this beautiful Christmas tag, which I haven't been preparing really. I just kind of glanced through it and I was like, I'm doing it. So if you're interested in finding out what Christmas and holidays mean to me, please stick with me. And without further ado, let's dive in. All right, so this tag I actually found on the page of Alex Gladwin. She's a YouTuber, and I'm actually gonna link her video down below so you can go ahead and check it out. And let's start with the question number one. Favorite Christmas movie? Okay, so I'm a big fan of Christmas movie in general, so it's very hard for me to pick one. But I will go with something which I rewatch every year, and I have this tradition with myself. The movie called The Holiday with Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, Jude Law, and Jack Black. So I think it's a perfect holiday movie. I mean, it's in the name. And I have this tradition of watching it after Christmas, before New Year. So somewhere in that week. And also, I think one of my favorite Christmas movies would be definitely The Family Man with Nicolas Cage. I think it's a very romantic, very fairy tale like kind of a movie. I love all of the Harry Potter movies. I think they just remind me of my childhood, of my teenage years. I sort of grew up with Harry Potter. So for me, they always bring me into that wintry, cheerful mode. And also, I would say Gremlins is one of my favorites. I think both parts are really great for holidays. And what else? Anything really, winter themed. Recently, I rewatched Serendipity, which is a great movie set in New York City. I also love Home Alone 2 for that reason as well. It's also set in New York City, and with Kevin going having vacation. In Plaza, I just love because again it reminds me of my childhood. All right, so let's see question number two. Are you on the naughty list or the nice list? Well, I tend to think I'm on a nice list. I hope so. But obviously, just as any other person during 2020, I had my ups and lows. But I tend to think that overall, I'm on a nice list. Question number three. Favorite Christmas song? There is so many. I love Christmas songs. I try not to start listening them far in advance, simply because usually, they get pretty boresome after a while. So I try to give myself some time to get adjusted and get into the holiday mood before I start listening to all of them. However, I have this thing where every year, it just like so it happens that so it became a thing. I pick a song which follows me through the whole holiday season, and this year it's Santa's Back in Town by Elvis Presley. It's a great rock and roll song, and it just puts me right in the mood. Last year it was Christmas Wrapping by the Waitresses. And overall, I just love good old songs by Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, anything by Michael Bublé, and you know, I prefer older songs to the newer ones, I think. Christmas Day, stay in PJs all day or get dressed up? Well, it depends on what kind of activity I'm doing, but usually how it works. So for Christmas Eve, I would try to dress up because for me, Christmas Eve is like the culmination of the holidays, where you get together with friends and family, or your partner or whoever is important in your life, and for that day I try to put nice makeup on. I have to wear a dress, and I try to look as nice as possible. And then for the actual Christmas day, depending again on what I'm doing, but there is a big possibility for me being in my PJs all day, because normally I don't really go out that much, and it's just a very lazy and cozy day overall. Let's see. Do you start your Christmas shopping on Black Friday or wait until the last minute? So for my Christmas shopping, yes, I normally do start on a Black Friday. However, I don't buy all of my gifts on Black Friday. For me, it's usually when I start to actually look into presents and kind of get an inspiration and ideas for different people of my in my life who I'm shopping for. But I think I start to actually shop in the beginning of December. Favorite Christmas drink. So I don't have any specific one in mind. However, I do have quite a few favorite drinks. So I definitely like mulled wine. I love hot chocolate. I love espresso martini, and I like any kind of warming, delicious cocktails. And in each bar, I like to have their special winter cocktail. So it's kind of hard for me to pick one. However, I noticed that this year I'm sticking with hot chocolate a lot. So I think that's going to be my holiday drink for this year. All right, next question. Favorite Christmas snack? Hmm. Very, very good question. Well, definitely something with chocolate on it. I love chocolate, so whether it's going to be a bouche de Noël or maybe chocolate chip cookies. I also a big fan of charcuterie boards, so anything with a cheese and prosciutto on it and some salami. But actually, I love it any time during cold season, all of the above. So it's hard for me to think of like specifically Christmas snack. Name all of Santa's reindeers. I don't know their names. I'm sorry. When does your family put up your Christmas tree and who decorates it? So my family lives very far away. So my family, it's me and my partner. So I'm in charge of all the Christmas decorations. And usually I love to put my Christmas tree, I would say by second week of December. So I try not to put it too early. I want to, get in the mood the closer we get into the actual holidays. And this year, something magical happened. So I had a tree for a while, and I decided to change it. So we ordered it, and it's arrived, I would say, I think it was like December 16th, around that time. And I started getting nervous. I'm like, well, it's running late. I don't know if we actually gonna get it on time. But believe it or not only we got it on time, but we also got it delivered on a snow blizzard day, and it was so beautiful. The snow was falling outside. I lit up some candles. I put some Christmas music on, and I just decorated my Christmas tree. It was a perfect wintry moment, and I'm just so happy that it happened on that specific snowy day. Next question. Is your Christmas tree real or fake? My Christmas tree is fake for multiple reasons. Well, first of all, the ethical reasons. I just don't think, chopping trees out of the woods is a good idea. But also, I love how it smells. However, I kind of feel bad because it only stays in your house for like a week or two, and then you have to throw it out. Also, they are quite expensive, so like from economical and budgeting point of view, I think it makes more sense of purchasing fake trees. And finally, trees can be a fire hazard, so I'd rather stick with my fake tree. Picking at gifts or be surprised. Definitely be surprised. I love surprising people with my gifts, and I love to be surprised. So I don't go snooping around the house looking for Christmas gifts. I love that feeling on Christmas morning when you wake up and run to the tree and you just unwrap your gifts and you kind of like anticipating what it's gonna be, what it's gonna be. If you could be under the mistletoe with anyone, who would it be? It would definitely be my partner. I hope that he would kiss me under mistletoe this year as well. What is your favorite thing about Christmas? I just love the mood. I love the spirit, if it makes sense, the cheer which comes with Christmas and with holiday season in general. I think that people tend to get more generous and kinder to each other. I also think it's a great time to sort of summarize the year and be grateful. And I love to write down my gratitudes and just, you know, get cozy, get together with the ones who are important in my life, my friends and family. And I think that's what holiday season is all about. It's about this sensation of togetherness and that Christmas spirit and cheer, and that even the grumpiest people, no matter how busy they are, they tend to believe in magic, and I think that's the beauty of it. Let's see, next question. Are you a pro present wrapper or do you fail miserably? I don't consider myself to be a professional present wrapper, but I don't think I fail miserably as well. I think I'm somewhere in the middle. If you could, let's see what else. Yeah, what is the best present you have ever received? Well, there's so many great gifts I received over the years. It's kind of hard to pick one, but if I absolutely had to, I would say one of my first mobile phones ever. Um, I remember there was a year when I had to be by myself around holidays. I was a teenager, I was like 12, and I really wanted the Sony Ericsson phone. It was like super cool back then. It was much smaller than my current phone. It had like this teeny tiny screen with a teeny tiny camera, and had MP3 files you can play. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Um, and I really, really liked that phone. And I told my mom about it, and she said, no, it's too expensive. You don't need it. But like every cool kid in my class had a phone, and I had like a super old one, black and white. And yeah, like I was certain I wouldn't get that. And then to my surprise, even though my family was away, I was all by myself. I found this beautiful box under the Christmas tree, and there was this phone inside. I unwrapped it and I started crying because I just didn't expect the gift at all. And I think it would be always a special memory in my head because actually I got what I wanted, and it was one of my first mobile phones, and it was amazing. All right, so the next question, what tops your tree? So this year I have this beautiful ornament of a dove covered in sparkles, and that's what tops my tree. For me, dove symbolizes peace and harmony, and I think it's very symbolic to put it this year. I really want to have that, you know, again, that peace in my life, and it just looks very beautiful every time I look at it. It just brings a smile on my face, and that's why it tops my Christmas tree. All right, so the next question is, do you make New Year's resolutions and do you stick to them? I do make New Year's resolution, but not in a more traditional way. I would say that I definitely am a planner. I try to create vision boards. I like to write down my goals. However, I don't make resolutions like, okay, I'm gonna start working out 5 times a week, whereas I have never worked out before, for example. So I try to be realistic about it. Like, for example, next year I would love to make healthier dietary choices. So I would try to cut out sugar and processed foods and things like that. And I already tried it out for a few months this year and I felt great. So I would really love to come back to that mindset of making healthier life choices for myself. And I think it's definitely doable. It would require me shopping a little bit differently, but again, I think that's something I would like to commit to. And overall, there are like few major events and things that want to happen in 2021. So yeah, I think I will stick to my New Year's resolutions, or at least I hope so. And then the last question: you have been granted one Christmas wish. What will it be? I haven't seen my family for a while. As I mentioned, they live abroad, and it's quite troublesome for us to see each other in real life. So I would really love them to come visit me, or I would love to come visit them. So yeah, I think that would be my Christmas wish, to see my family. And that was it for the tag. I hope that you guys have enjoyed. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel because there are more videos coming soon to my channel. And I will see you in my next videos. Happy holidays.